on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And today we are at Six Flags over Texas. And just a little warning, that means hell, because that's about how hot it is here. Black asphalt, 100-degree temperatures. It's freaking hot, dude. Like, by the end of the day, I'm gonna look as black as Denzel Washington, 100%. Deep fried, extra crispy. Today we're gonna do a park review. We wanted to show the park and showcase the park. We wanted to showcase the park without any COVID restrictions or anything like that. It's a great park, and I felt like we would take the opportunity. We got a lot going on this weekend. We got 5 videos to make this weekend, 2 today, 2 tomorrow, and 1 on Sunday. So we're gonna start out with the park review. Obviously, first ride of the day because I'm stuffy. We're gonna go ahead and hit up the Shockwave.
All right. Aaron, please make sure that your sugar is before you. Faster boarding.
All right, man, we just got off Shockwave. And nothing like 5.9 G's to kind of loosen up your sinuses. It's great. I was having a little issues because I couldn't breathe out of my nose. My son gave me a cold, and then, well, you know how it is. Anyway, Shockwave. I was the only person on the ride in the back, obviously, so weight distribution is a really good thing. The last time we came here, rode in that yellow car, and I said, man, I think that car just ain't been broke in good enough. But I think it all has to do with the weight distribution, because there was nobody in the front and it was just me in the back. So, and I got a lot of airtime. Great airtime. Great ride. Man, I love this ride. It's a Schwarzkopf's double looping coaster. It's been around for a while, and it's probably one of the most underrated coasters here. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Definitely underrated. This ride needs some extra love, man. So, first ride of the day, Shockwave. We're gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Now we're gonna make our way over to something to see what else is open. All right, friends, we're about to make our way over here to Gotham. Goddamn. We're about to make our way over here to Gotham, which is location for a slew of rides. Kids, adults, and enthusiasts alike. We're gonna showcase the kid rides. We're gonna show you guys all the roller coasters, all the rides over here. It's gonna be great. I intend to give a review on Judge Roy's Scream, therefore I intend not to ride it. If you guys are curious about it, let me know in the comments, and I got no problem letting you know about this. But yeah, we're gonna make our way over to Harley Quinn and Joker first, work our way back, hit Batman and Freeze before we tip out to the next area. This place is lit. So we're gonna showcase all the rides first, and then we're gonna review all of them all at once. right, man, that's all the flat rides here. There's a bunch, quite a bit of stuff for the kids. If you like games and you want to go waste your money on that, then you've got plenty of opportunity to do that over here. Although I wouldn't recommend it because these things are rigged for you to lose. The only thing that I would do that I would pay for is probably like the racing things where you and one other person can race and then you're guaranteed a prize at the end. Riddler's Revenge today is down actually. So I'm putting footage in from another visit here. They're undergoing seasonal maintenance, but it's still a really good ride and it's still really, really fun. If you like high thrills and all that good stuff like that. Harley Quinn is not running right now, but it will later. Like earlier, we got footage in from last time, so it's all really good. Gotham's really good set up, but we're going to make my way over to Batman and then good old Mr. Freeze. All right, friends, just a little heads up. It's hot, like it's really, really hot. It's probably about a good heat index of probably like 109 or something. So it's, you know, it's a little warm. But the biggest thing about beating the heat and having a good time, riding rides. Because as those rides are moving, you're getting air. The air's cooling you off. Drink plenty of water. Don't have so much fun that you forget to drink water and you get dehydrated and you end up being out here having a damn heat stroke. Because then you just completely ruined your entire day. So drink plenty of water. And over here by Mr. Freeze, I've got this area I'm gonna show you to cool me off. Check it out, man. So there's definitely plenty of opportunities for you to stay cool and for you to stay hydrated. So please do not be afraid to take advantage of these, because if you don't, you're gonna be the one to suffer for it. So drink plenty of water, get cool, take breaks when you need to. Ride as much as you can, so that way you can keep the wind blowing on you. Now, let's head to Batman. Smoothest B&M in the chain. Way smoother than Goliath at Fiesta, Texas, and a million times more smoother than the Gauntlet at Magic Springs and Hot Springs, Arkansas. Whoever says otherwise, let me know in the comments. Definitely one of the smoother rides here, Batman at Six Flags Over Texas. Moves to the elements, really good, really smooth ride. B&M restraints, nothing too crazy. Just the original Batman ride. Since this thing opened up in like 99 or 2000, and here it is 2021, it's still running smooth and it's still running really, really good. So definitely kudos to Six Flags for keeping up the maintenance on this thing. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. It's a great ride, but there's not a lot of huge elements in this ride that make it a great ride. It is a good ride, but it's not a great ride. We're about to head over to one of the great rides. We're gonna head over here to Mr. Freeze, and then we'll be out of Gotham. But yeah, 8 out of 10 on Batman. Definitely a must-do when you come to this park. All right, we just got off Freeze. There's a reason why this thing is the best ride in the park. This thing slaps, man. Backseat ride. Go up on the vertical spike, all the way up there. Woo! Man, great ride. Love this thing. If you're into high thrills and adrenaline, this is definitely the ride for you. This is probably one of the most intense rides here in the park. It's about a 45-second ride, so it's not like anything crazy, but it's great. Megan's scared of it, so it's great. So if I could give this ride a rating, I would give this thing a 9 out of 10, because even though this ride is short, this thing, it slaps. So we're gonna make our way over to our next area. All right, friends, we got a game plan. We're gonna make our way over to Runaway Mountain, and we're going to show you the new location for the new Diamond Elite Lounge. Now, if you're new to the memberships policies, Diamond Elite Lounge is something for Diamond and Diamond Elite members. It's a lounge for them where they can go sit in the AC. That's where we're gonna go for lunch. We'll probably end up doing a live stream at lunchtime around that time, so it'll be great. But yeah, we're gonna show you where that's at. It originally was over there by Judge Roy Scream and Texas Sky Screamer. They were having some AC problems, and a lot of the community was saying something about they wanted, you know, they felt like it should be fixed. So rather than fixing the AC, that's going to take an extended period of time, they just moved it to a different location, to a restaurant that wasn't open. Did you get all that? I'm trying to sit over here and talk over the copyright music that's playing behind me. You know, it's great. So yeah, we're gonna make our way over to Runaway Mountain, show you guys the lounge, and then we're gonna go towards the kiddie area so we can show you guys how awesome a kid area is here. All right, man, we just got off Runaway Mountain. The one thing that stands out to me about this ride is not the ride by itself. It's the theming of this ride. The ride is set to be inside of a mountain. And as you're coming in and going out, you can see the kind of theming of the mountain. You usually have a waterfall outside. Today it wasn't on, so not really a big deal, but they did a pretty good job with the theming. The ride itself was a really short ride. It's a dark ride indoors. No, because it's indoors, it does not mean it's fully AC. It's still really humid in there. It should be really good for something like in the fall, spring, maybe even during holiday in the park. But we're about to head over here and check out the Diamond Elite Lounge. Need our passes. 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give Runaway Mountain a 7 out of 10. Pretty badass ride. As you can see, now there are phone chargers here where I think another content creator said that there wasn't, but now there is. And boy, does it feel good in here. It feels like a refrigerator. So I'm trying not to take a break until it's time for me to eat lunch, or I ain't gonna be worth the shit. So this is the new lounge. So I'm gonna make my way towards Pandemonium and Bugs Bunny Boomtown and show you guys the areas there. Then we're gonna start getting into some of the premier rides in the park. So there's not a lot of crowds today. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know if people are afraid of COVID resurging back up, or people are at the heat, and people are just at the water park. But if I'd have known the crowds were going to be like this, we wouldn't even got a flash pass for today. But oh, here we go. We figured it out. All the people in the park are all in line for Pandemonium. That's why there's nobody here anywhere else. It's because everyone's lined up for Pandemonium. That's right, right? Yep. So, good thing. It's hot. We're gonna go ride Pandemonium, Bugs Bunny Boomtown, and then we're gonna start making our way to the Big Two. All right, friends, we just got off Pandemonium. We rode with our mom and her 8-year-old son. His first time on a roller coaster ever. Why is it I always get stuck with people that are their first time doing stuff? I don't mind it because I love the reactions. I love seeing the reactions during the ride, especially if they're very first roller coaster. Roller coasters are meant for some people, where for other people they're not. For him, obviously they were not, because he had like a death grip on the Pandemonium restraint. He was not letting go for nothing. Oh man, he had this face like, get me the hell off this thing. It was great. I know he was freaked out and scary, man, but he was great. We was trying to talk him into being a good sport about it, but when at the end of the ride, he started laughing. So that's always a good thing. Good job for the kudos to the little guy though for having the courage, you know. That takes a lot for an 8-year-old to have a courage to get on something that's bigger than them. So just thought I'd share that. Pandemonium, a good ride. It's a family ride. The wait time on this ride can be pretty horrendous, especially on the weekends, like on a Saturday and Sunday. We really only ride it once because it spins a lot, and I can't do the spinning part. We were gonna ride Justice League, but it's closed. So maybe next time we're gonna make our way over to Bugs Bunny Boomtown, the kid area of this park, and we're gonna show you how many awesome kid stuff they had for all you parents with the little ones out there. Just a little forewarning, all you parents out there, your kids see this, I would use extreme caution if it's in the middle of the day, because the sun will heat up those slides and it'll be extremely hot. So just make sure you're aware of that when you send your kids on there, because those slides inside there is kind of like an insulation of heat, so it can get hot and it can burn your children. So just be careful and be aware. All right, friends, so that is Bugs Bunny Boomtown, the main area for all your toddlers and small children. They've got rides for just about everyone over there. Just a fair warning, if you have a child that's under 36 inches, they will not be able to ride the teacups here, but they can ride the teacups over by Conquistador, which is over there by Lava Bora, by the log ride, and right there, right where you come in. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. Really, really good place for the kiddies. We bring my son here all the time. He loves it here. So definitely better than Fiesta Texas when it comes to as far as children's and rides. Most of the rides here with your kids, you can ride it with them as long as, you know, you're with them. So let's go find Megan. Now we're gonna head over to the Big Two. We're gonna head over to Mr. Old Titan. All right, friends. As I was on my way to Titan, minding my own business, doing my own thing, forgot to mention something to you. There is an attraction here called Casa Magnetica, which by the time this video comes out, the full walkthrough of that video would have also come out. So definitely check it out when you come to this park. It's definitely one of those blow your mind type of psychological things. It's a really cool little thing. It's not like worth waiting 2 hours in line for. No, I think when we did it, we waited like 30 minutes or so, but that was on a Saturday. So anytime that it's not a Saturday, you should be fine. But definitely, it's definitely worth checking out at least once, because it's pretty cool. We're gonna take the baby on it there tomorrow, because well, why not? He likes creepy, weird stuff, and this is pretty weird and pretty creepy. So it kind of like throws your balance off, so it's really cool. Definitely worth checking out. Now we're here. Time to take a ride on the only hypercoaster in the state of Texas. All right, man, that's Titan. Let me try to think of a positive thing to say here. This is a good ride. It's not an intense ride. There's only two parts of this ride that are really, really like iffy, that are really cool. There's the double helix. They're at the beginning, kind of like right before the mid-course break, and a lot of people, you know, gray out on it. There's also a half helix towards the end of it, which is also really badass, because you can still gray out there too. But aside from that, there's no airtime. There's a little bit of G's, but there's really not a whole lot of positive G's in this ride. The first drop is really mediocre, but it's still a great ride, and it's definitely at least riding it at least once, you know, to see if you like it. Maybe you'll like the ride, you know, 256 feet tall. So, you know, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. But me personally, in my own opinion, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Because there's really just no off-the-wall elements in the ride that make it greater than like a 6. If it had like really good pops of airtime, or, you know, it had a 0G roll or something, you know, we'd be giving it, you know, a 7 or an 8. But this is Titan. I've given it a 6 out of 10 before. Nothing's really changed, so we're gonna stick to it. We're gonna head over here to our very last ride of the day, New Texas Giant. All right, everybody, the video that I had for this actually got corrupted. Something happened to it, so I'm just going to kind of give my review on it now. A really quick, sweet review, straight to the point. This ride was actually a really good ride. The car I rode in was really, really good. I rode in the back seat like I always do. Really smooth ride. Nothing really too crazy. Got a lot of airtime. Had a blast riding it. I always love this ride when I come to the park. I did ERT on this when we did the TSU event on Saturday night. I think I rode this thing like 6 times. So it's great. It's an amazing ride. It's probably one of the premier rides in the park. And it's that way for a reason, because it's just that damn good. So if I had to rate this ride, I would probably rate this thing probably about a 7.5, really close to an 8. The only reason I'm not giving it anything higher is probably because of the age of the ride, and you can kind of feel the age of the ride on it a little bit here and there. You can kind of feel a little bit of the bumpiness or the wheels, but it's still a really amazing ride. Probably definitely my top 2 pick in the park. So we're gonna go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10. All right, man, that's gonna do it for us here at Six Flags Over Texas. A couple of honorable mentions here. There are a lot of changes since we came last month that have happened that are definitely worth to be duly noted. The main thing is the Flash Pass system. We came last time. The Flash Pass system was a really, really big problem. They were letting people without Flash Pass jump people in line. But now if you don't have a Flash Pass, they're turning people away. And it seems to be the same thing at every single attraction when we get to it. So it seems to be something that had changed, which I think is a really good thing. Another thing that have changed is the food quality seems to step up from last time. So that's also a good thing. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's not really crowded today. So that might have something to do with it. I don't know. I'm just telling you how it is. There's a lot of cool down AC areas for people to get into, so take your breaks that you need to. But yeah, definitely a lot better than it was last month. But as the day gets later, we can see we're getting a little bit of cloud cover, so that's helping with the sun a little bit. Not much, because it's still really, really hot. But great. Food recommendations, the street tacos are really, really good. I'm trying out this new meal today with like the Western patty melt. So definitely something worth to check out, get into. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What are some of you guys' favorite snacks and favorite dishes here that you like? Let me know in the comments. That's gonna do us for us here, man. Overall park, man, it's great. 8 out of 10, man. Great park. Really clean. Love the operations. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.